Cholamandalam, that stock was quite active today. Murugappa Group may raise 150 crores by selling 1.2% stake in Cholamandalam, and they have hired investment bankers for the block deal. We'll try and get you more details on this exclusive. Remember that Chola has been an outperformer in terms of the fundamentals that they report, the numbers that they report. In fact, we have Nisha Poddar joining in to give us more sense on this big story that she has to break with us. Nisha, over to you.
Thanks for that, Ekta. Yes, that's what we are gathering from sources with direct knowledge of the developments at Murugappa Group, that the group entity and the promoter group entity is looking to sell close to about 1.2% stake in Cholamandalam. Of course, the stock performance has been good. Also, the ME tax reduction is also revving up the entire NBFC basket, and that's also adding to the stock performances. So that could be a good time for the promoter group entities to really sell some shares and make some money out of it. So clearly we are hearing the 20 lakh shares out of the 53% stake. A small portion of about 1.2% stake could be sold by Murugappa Group entities for little over 150 odd crore rupees. That of course will depend on the kind of interest that is there at these levels. So yeah, of course it has to be at a slight discount, and we do gather that investment bank has already been hired for this particular stake sale. So those share sales could be expected anytime soon on the stock exchanges in the form of block trades by Murugappa Group entities in Cholamandalam Finance. So that's what is reflecting on the stock as well. The stock is doing well, so it could be a good time to sell these shares at a good price.
Nisha, just a couple of points. So they will still be in control of the company. Majority will still be with the promoters. Usually, promoter sales are not considered not taken in kindly. So, in that sense, any idea about who potentially could be on the other side of that trade when this actually does get done? Of course, I mean, as you said, bankers have been appointed and they'll scout for that. But any sense?
So there is a good amount of interest, Prashant, is what I gather from my investment community sources on this particular counter. And I also checked around if the book has already been built, which is generally the case in big block trades, if it has to come in the market. But in this case, the book has not been built. It will just be rolled out as a small share sale from the promoter's side. And yes, that's exactly what I tried to probe, that it is not taken very well when a promoter group entity is selling shares. It's a very, very small, minuscule amount. Out of 53% stake, they are shedding off only 1.2% odd shares. And that's why the stock has really not fallen. It's the fourth generation of promoters who are invested in this company, and they have a huge amount of faith and will take forward the company. And therefore, it's just a little bit of profit booking in some ways to make other investments, probably, is what the promoter group is looking at doing. But I do not have any direct answers coming in from the promoter group on this, but the market has not taken it adversely, even though promoter groups selling shares is not taken very well by the market. The stock performance itself is showing that market is not really perturbed about this share sale, because it's a small amount and it's the fourth generation of promoters who are invested in this. So it is only for making probably more investments. It's the trusts and individuals at various capacities who are part of the Murugappa Group who hold stake in Cholamandalam investment.
Okay, Nisha, I think the market is hearing what you're saying, because the stock is actually